Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my creative life. I have realized I haven't played in my junk journal in a long time. So I'm going to do a really quick flip through. So if you haven't seen the inside of this newest one, these are the pages. I've got a lot of variety, some just random papers, some papers from games, some painty papers that I received or gifted, some actual book pages, newspapers, schoolwork, envelopes, just a lot of things. And then this is the under paper that I put underneath my desk. As you can tell, it's just catching all the extras. Now, the bad part about it is it's double-sided, so it'll be hard to figure out which side I want to use when I actually do use it. But I do use some of it for today's project. Now, I decided to use this advertisement or mailing that I got, and of course I forgot the company that it was. I want to say, no, I'm not even going to guess. But anyways, it's like a triple fold or trifold advertising booklet, and I'm going to use, well, I believe I'm starting off thinking I'm using this pink already painted on paper, and I'm grabbing some of my supplies. I don't have a lot of paint and stuff in my craft room. I know it's weird, but what I do have are some different kind of pens and pencils and watercolor paint. And then I do have a few tubes of acrylic paint, which I'm going to use here. The inside of that ad had that "I'm so bored, I thought I'd use this." Now hold on. I thought I'd keep that in there because the sound of tearing paper, especially when you're doing like junk journaling or anything like that, it's pretty awesome. So I thought I'd keep that in there. But the rest of it obviously is muted because I'm doing the voiceover. So I'm going to keep that "I'm so bored," but I'm going to change it a little bit. But the rest of it, the surrounding area, I'm going to just cover with a lot of this under paper and just some papers and things that I have on my desk. So I couldn't find a glue stick that was actually just a regular glue stick. Now, believe me, I've got 10 somewhere. I just didn't feel like getting up. Yes, I'm being that lazy. So I just used that Tombow glue, and that works fine. Matter of fact, it's probably a little bit more permanent. And I'm just tearing and adhering papers and putting it down on around that little sign, I'm going to call it, of the "I'm so bored" in the middle there. So I recently went on a trip, and on the airplane they gave us these pretzels, which by the way were very, very good. But of course I kept them because of the beautiful florals that are around it. I really wish I could see more of it, but I'm just cutting out the middle portion. Now this package, it's almost like a little plasticky. I don't even know if it's actual plastic, but you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely that shinier. So I wasn't sure how it was going to stick, but once I opened it up and, like I said, removed the ad or the nutritional information, which I didn't want, it still turned out being a really pretty floral piece. And again, I just used that same glue, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put it, and I just put it right there in that bottom right hand corner. Again, this glue is kind of purpose glue, so it worked fine for this one as well. And then I used my fingers and also my bone folder to really just kind of rub that down because it was that plastic coating. I wasn't sure if it was going to stay, or I knew it needed extra pressure in order for it to stay. So that's why I'm doing that there. And then I have the top right hand corner, and I'm looking at, again, the under paper. Not sure where I'm going to put it, but then I remembered also on this trip I bought a box of See's chocolate. Went ahead and cut that one as well, or tore that one as well. And it's just really light checkered squares, which you can see. And then this also has a little bit, it's not as plasticky, I'm sure that's a word in the dictionary, as the pretzel wrapper, but it still had a little bit different material than just like regular paper. But I think it looks really cute right there. And that's all I'm going to do to cover it. And now I'm going to put some paints. And you saw me earlier, I had like a kind of like a foam roller, excuse me, a foam roller that I found in my drawer, and I don't even know where it's from, but it looks like it's supposed to attach to something, and I'll probably find that later. But I'm going to use that to roll this yellow paint kind of here, there, and everywhere. And I always used to say every junk journal, every art piece needs a little bit of yellow. I do love yellow. It's not my favorite color. Pink's my favorite. But yellow is very happy to me, very bright. So I always like to use a little bit of yellow when I mess around in my art journal. And then this is a pink. It's funny because as I was going through the journal, I haven't done a whole lot of pages in here, but the ones that I have are always kind of these same colors. So you can always kind of tell what the artist color or what they prefer, because if you look at their stuff, you're always going to see those same colors. I try to sway once in a while, but I think I always gear back towards like the yellow, the pinks, the oranges, things like that. So, and because I'm really not so bored, I put the word not using a black pen marker, and or paint pen. God, I can't even think this morning. And then I'm just drawing a little frame around it. And then real quickly, I'm going to do a checked border all around it. And I think that really kind of makes it pop out a little bit too. So I appreciate you watching this video. Again, I realize I haven't played in my junk journal in so long. I need to do that more. I really do enjoy playing in the junk journal. It's just so freeing because there's really just no rules. You're just doing whatever you feel like doing, and if you don't like it, you cover it up, or at least that's my motto. So I really do like to do just very simple art in my journal. Now, there have been some where I get a little bit crazier, I try out new techniques, things like that. But this day today, I probably could have done this mostly on just normal speed because it took me about 20 minutes, which that's odd when you're creating anything. But of course, with, putting it a little bit more fast forward and getting rid of some of my lull moments where I'm really just staring at it thinking, what am I doing next? It's still less than 10 minutes when I'm done. So the quick and easy, which is great. These are the gelato pens or pencils, markers. I don't even know what they're called, but I like them a little wet. And of course, I didn't want to get up to do's or to find my water bottle. So I used one of my wet wipes and then just kind of wiped or cleaned off my fingers and then used it to rub it. And you'll see at the end how dirty my fingers are, which I absolutely love when I'm playing with any of this stuff. And then I don't even know what this is. Some kind of white. It says mean streak, but it says permanent white. So I don't know what it is. But it was in my stash. Obviously I bought it a long time ago. And I just decided to do basically just put it straight down and just do some kind of dots here and there, really messy dots, and put them here or there. It had a weird smell too. So I don't know if that's how it was originally, or maybe it's getting old. I don't even know because I don't know what it is. I'm not sure how it's supposed to smell or if it's supposed to smell, but it all worked, and it gave a little bit of fun, just kind of splattering of white, which I always like as well, either white or black, because I think it needs that. Now this ad usually folds in. I decided to fold it out, and that way it gave my piece still that pink and black cheetah print border around the edge, which is what I tried to keep. But this is pretty much it, folks. I thinking like I want to do one more thing, so I just grabbed a regular pencil, and then I'm just drawing little squares here and there. Now at that bottom left, which you'll see me do in a minute, I pretty much follow the grid paper that's down there, but over here on the right and then over on the upper left, I'll do the same thing. I just add a little bit to pretty much end it. But I do hope you like this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up. I apologize for not doing a junk journal spread for a long time, so keep with me. I'll eventually fill this journal and create another one. But again, just don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do post 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking. The other is whatever it is I'm creating in my craft room, which is called the Command Center. I'll have a link down below to my blog and any other information you need. So there was the before. Here's the after. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.